My Washington Mystics starting five. Natasha Cloud at the 1. Christy Tolliver at the 2. Elena Deladon at the 3. Maisha Hines-Allen at the 4. And Shakira Austin at the 5. Now, my Washington Mystics bench. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough at the 1. Ariel Atkins at the 2. Brittany Sykes at the 3. Tiana Hawkins at the 4. And Amanda Zalby at the 5. Now, I got to say, the Mystics, they are returning a decent amount of players that they had last season. And let's not forget, they were the 4th or 5th seed. Off memory, I'm forgetting. I want to say 4th. We'll see what happens if I'm right. But, no, they were 5th. They were 5th. They were 5th. I mean, yeah, they were 5th. I'm right on that one, I think. I'm positive. Anyways, that was last season. This season, it's a little bit different. Just a little bit. Now, if you're looking at the starters, I personally say they got a solid starter unit, okay? The systems say average, but I think they got a solid starting unit. We'll see how it goes, though. The bench was actually quite surprising because it's number 2 in the WNBA. So if that bench is actually producing at that rate, that means if the starters do take a step back, hey, guess what? You can interchange some of the bench players and still keep rolling. You might even be playing a little bit better. And speaking of playing better, fun fact too, they are the 3rd tallest team. So that tells me you're not going to beat them with height, and they might have a little versatility. And when I say they might, they do have a little versatility. And they also got a good amount of experience as well. That's fun to note. Now, they're not the fastest team, right? They can go fast, but it's best for the Mystics to be in a half court setting, personally, just based on age. And then from a scoring perspective, all right, they could use a little bit of an improvement on the scoring tip, but their defense is actually pretty good. So when I'm looking at that, I'm telling myself they can stop folks. So as long as they can score, that's actually going to be beneficial come playoffs, because things get a little tighter in playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So if the Mystics can actually score just a little bit better, they'll be all right. Playmaking, they look good. Here's where they lose me, and it goes back to the scoring. The field goal percentage, the 3-point percentage, and the free throws, all at the bottom of the WNBA. Not at the very bottom, but they in the lower tier. They're in the lower third of the WNBA in all those categories. You gotta change that, because again, the playoffs, yes, you need defense, but you also need to score the ball. You gotta get a bucket, and if you gotta get a bucket efficiently too. You can't sit up there and just keep scoring or keep jacking and hope that you're gonna stop, because somebody's gonna score on you at some point in time. So that brings me to my X factor, Shakira Austin, and the development of her game. If she actually can get to all-star level, the Mystics have something, because you have a good team. And again, this is based on last year's stats. So I'm assuming she is going to get closer to all-star level. All-star level, and we got to wait and find out. I know some people who do believe she's going to be all-star. I'm not saying she can't. It might just be a year early. Just might be one more year early. That's all. And then obviously Elena Deladon and her health. As long as she's healthy, the team going to be looking straight. But they have a really good team. The scoring aspect is where they got to evolve. And that's where I'm looking at this team to take that next step, be a lot more efficient, actually. So the Mystics, hey, can y'all pull some wizardry unlike the Washington Wizards and, shoot a little bit better, score a little bit more? I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I gotta go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.